street project behind that.
No, we won't pay anything on that this year, or 2011.
But when we do have to pay for it, that means it's a bigger raise. Correct?
Oh, yeah.
You can have a bigger spike.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a question on the motion.
Now this is basically 700,000 instead of 763, 378. So,
Alright, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Nope.
And the motion fails 3-2.
I would move to set the levy at $740,000, which is a 1% increase over last year.
I would second that.
Motion by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Hansi. For a 1% increase?
Yeah, if you set it at $740,000, that's $7,391 increase over last year. Roughly 1%, $732,000.
So total adopted levy would be
740.
740.
taking the 23,000 out of,
Any recommendations from the staff?
you really only got, I don't think anybody wants to mess with the fire fund. You don't want to shortchange them. Airport, you're pretty much set because you've already got a project in place. So the only other three are general fund, economic development, or capital projects. Capital projects is the fund where it's mostly funded with LGA, so if there is a cut, that's where the majority of cuts will come, but that's also the fund where you're planning for the future. You're not necessarily expending that money right now, you're planning for future purchases. So that's the fund that could probably stand it the most, because your economic development fund, you don't want to shortchange that in case you have some opportunity for something.
Now, the thing is, it's getting $16,000 a month in payment on flood loans.
But that goes into the revolving loan fund. This is just the economic development fund itself. That flood loan money goes into the revolving loan fund. That's a different one, that there's no levy going in there. It's just flood money going in there. But this would also be the fund where the extra money that you allocated to SEMDAC will be coming out of there.
You're saying we can't use any of that $16,000 for other economic development purposes?
I think you can, but this is more like the operating expense, you know?
I know what you're saying.
And I think the EDA would probably, you'd need to maybe get action from them to say,
Nobody's gonna like getting their fund balance cut, or their funds cut.
Oh, I know,
Nobody's
I know.
gonna like it.
but I mean, places where the capital projects fund would be the place where you can delay spending money in that fund.
Where did you put
know?
the extra $30,000 in?
It's a little bit all over, because fire fund went up a little bit, and airport went up a little bit from last year. Each fund, it's kind of, our library went up a little bit, some of the debt service is gone, some of the debt service is up. So, you know, each fund has its own specific reason why it changed a little bit.
Any comment?
Well, nobody likes to cut what they expected. This is higher than last year. As Vern has said in the past, his wages have been froze.
Cut.
Or cut, excuse me.
Mine was cut last year. None was like it.
All of the cities around us did something either last year or the year before, and they were more proactive. And could we always use more money? Dang right. But
I think this is fair without
Cutting us too
without
deeply.
cutting too deeply or risking our future.
Anything else? Any comment?
call the question.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-2. With Holland and Bunky opposed.